Welcome Wargamers, I come back to you with another painting tutorial. This time I'm gonna show you how I painted my Bloodletters of Khorne. I really like the result of this painting scheme. It's the first time I painted a Bloodletter, and I hope you enjoy it too. Now I started with the grey primed miniature. And the first thing is to use the Khorne red, diluted with water of course, and paint over the whole model. The next step, I'm using a Baal red wash over the whole model. If you don't have these old paints from Games Workshop, I will provide the information, the new color range equivalent, in the description below. Try to use this wash heavily because you need to get the deep shadows that the wash does, but they don't seem very obvious because this is a red color over another red. So try to use it liberally and heavily. The next step is to use Wazdakka red, and I thin it down with a bit of glaze medium just to give it a bit of transparency and get better blends, of course. Try to use it over all the upper parts, the parts that would be hit by light, and try not to overdo it. Let about 30% of the old color on the recesses. The way you perform this step, the way you choose how much you will highlight from the skin, will determine the amount of shade or blackness of the miniature itself. I was trying to make a kind of bright Khorne bloodletter, but you could easily just highlight less of the area that I'm doing and get a darker miniature if you like. Now my next step is to use the Squig orange, again diluted with glaze medium. Remember, you can use water if you don't have it and if you don't want to, and highlight just very like 10%, 15%, very little compared to the previous steps. I here tried to use the little bit brighter scheme, so I became a bit liberal at some points, and the end result, I think I'm very comfortable with it. try to use the edge of your brush in places like the horns here, and apply it a little bit more liberal in zones like the head here, because it is a really large area. Alright, after the whole miniature is highlighted, we will use the Bloodletter glaze from Games Workshop and go over the whole miniature as if it was a wash, but be careful not to let it pull as much as the wash, because it's not that way. The glaze, we want to make a coat over the whole miniature, not make pools like the wash. And this will unify all the red colors together and make disappear all the harsh lines, if you have any, between the red colors, and it will blend the colors very well. Next step is to dry brush Sunburst Yellow over the little dots that the model has all over his skin. I think the equivalent for that paint is Flash Gitz Yellow, the new Games Workshop range. Next step, I'm using Abaddon Black over the blade, the upper parts of the horns, and the other, well, the back part of the blade as well, because it's gonna be metal, silver. Oh, and also the spine. Again, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for part number 2. Like, comment, and subscribe if you do like it. And thank you very much.